How we apply Men Dun Jia on modern days? Fast forward 2024. We used to use this for divination forecasting. We want to invest in this particular thing. Is it good to go? Which job should I go for? I have two offers. Will I be able to pass this interview? Will I married to this person? Will it be a good marriage? How is my relationship with my current partner now? Is my boyfriend having a third party? Can be seen also. So on and so forth. A lot of things that we can ask. This is what we call divination forecasting. It's the same, huh? So technically speaking, we apply the correct word, we call it divination. Some people they call it forecasting, some people they call it prediction, but we use the traditional using for divination. We also call this another sector called the destiny reading of a person, birth chart and timing, understanding their character, their destiny, what's going to happen to them. A little bit by 八字, a little bit like this 紫微斗数, but in a very different dimension. Their selection, the next category, is consider choosing the right time to do certain things. And we can use Qimen for feng shui audit also, which many people do not know that this can be done. But in this course, we will not cover this because this is very high level. Unless we may go to the advanced level, then we'll touch base on that. So as I mentioned before, divination, this is what we're going to cover in the next 32 lesson. Accuracy can be up to 95%. Okay, excluding human factor. What do I mean by excluding human factor? Meaning that, for example, when you have this particular job that you're supposed to take, and when you open up the chart and say, the chart tells you, you better don't take this job because when you take this job, sure got problem. So the suggestion by the chart tells you that you should not take, but human factor means, because I don't have a job, so I have to take the job. So you go against the recommendation. So technically speaking, we go against the chart. What the chart say you don't follow. So we go against it. And when we go against it, what happens is that things will happen. And accuracy will not be there anymore because you go against the chart. You see, that means human factor. 70 to 95% applies to people who are expert. For my level, 95% okay, like can achievable. People who are finished their 32 lesson, they should be able to achieve minimum around 65 to 70%, around there, provided that they really practice. Those who just based on theory one, forget it. They will not even got 50% because they did not practice. We will also learning destiny reading, as I mentioned, basing on the person's birthday and time and the location of their birth. Not many people do that. They never use the location of their birth. To see the person's exact character, how they will behave to the dot, how precise it is to the dot. And I can also base on the information to say, what is this people going to happen to them? What are the things going to happen to them? What are their life going to happen? Are they going to be happy in marriages? Happy in career, business, so on and so forth? I can tell them inside out. I can even before they, when, excuse me, when they are born on the first day, if I know their time and date, I will know that this person will have any problem in their health. Their health got any issue, got heart issue, got cancer, got whatever thing, I can tell them on the dot. Accuracy, easily 80% for this kind of things. That means before we even see things happen, we already know that this is going to happen. And it's quite amazingly scary. Why? There was a case about 1, 2 years back. Not just about this destiny reading, we go further in depth. And one of my students was asking me, Hey, master, this year I may have heart attack. Then I look at the chart. I say, yeah, you're going to have a heart attack. But of course, I play down the whole thing. Lah. I don't want to scare him. Say, you got any problem? Everything okay, ma? Very healthy, 40 years old guy living in Japan, Singaporean. And then we were discussing it, but I'm trying to play it down. Lah. And then after that, 1 week later, he messaged me, hey, master, I'm now in ICU. I just have an operation. Heart attack. It is so scary. Another case, one of my students, we use destiny reading to forecast and see. Then she told me, it seems that my father got some issue this year. There's some challenges. Then I asked him, what challenges? In her chart, not the father's chart, in her chart, she is seeing her father to pass away in the next 2 years. Then I said, I did not reply to her because I don't want to scare her. I said, the fastest, maybe 2 years later. But I never tell him the rest of the story because the chart has already written. And 1 month later, she told me her father has passed away. So certain things is like, we know, but we cannot say. But mentally already more or less understand it's going to happen. You see, so a lot of people, very funny, they want to ask me this question. Ask me, master, when am I going to pass away? I was like, enjoy your life first. Don't ask me this kind of question. So I refuse to answer this kind of question because I always believe that, if I were to say certain things that you're going to live until that date, you will live until that date. Seriously, because I'm already telling you what is going to happen. And you believe that it's going to happen. So this kind of thing, I don't want to become the culprit. But anyhow, destiny reading can also see our relationship between our families, our spouse, our business, our job. Are you suitable to be in that sector? Why every time when we go for a job, there's always a problem? Why every time you will get married and remarry, always got problem? Why every time my boyfriend or girlfriend always got another third-party affair? All this can be seen. How come my studies are not so good? It can be seen. Why my luck is so bad now? But suddenly, 2 years later, all the good things happen. It can be seen also. So it can be so precise and so in-depth whereby if you really focus on this sector itself, just destiny reading itself, I can dare to tell you, it'll be very amazing. People will treat you and believe you in such a respectful manner. And I can dare to say, in the destiny reading that I so-called modified and structured, so far I have not failed anyone before. My accuracy can be up to 99%. I don't want to claim 100%, but 99%. Anybody can go through my reading. That means if I read for them, I can tell them everything that they need to know. They don't need to know, I won't tell them. You know what I mean? Okay. Anyway, you will learn this also. You also learn date selection, choosing the best time and best date to do certain things. Like if you want to go for operation, you want to get married, go for ROM in terms of registering your marriage, moving house, moving office. Chinese people, they are very traditional and very believe in all this kind of thing. So if you are into this, then this could be something interesting. Feng Shui audit, this one, we can see the flow of the place, the energy of the place without even visiting the place. This is how interesting Qimen Feng Shui can be. As I mentioned, this will not be covered. And then the thing about Qimen Dun Jia, most of the people, when they learn Qimen Dun Jia, they have this idea. They are able to read the situation, but they don't know how to solve the problem. So they are called the readers. We are not the readers. We are the consultant. We are the experts. It means once you finish your this Qimen Dun Jia, you're able to read the problem, you're able to find the solution, which is the most important. Because anybody can read the problem. A doctor can analyze the problem. A consultant, a life coach can analyze the problem. But can they solve the problem? They don't know how to solve the problem. Then what is the point? You see, this is where the magic of this Qimen Dun Jia can be. Qimen Dun Jia can show you the problem. They can show you the solution. The problem is, are you able to identify where's the solution? Okay, so but this one very in-depth. We have a question from Don. Can one then change their child destiny from choosing the time of C-section? There are two answers for that. Yes and no. Yes, provided that the C